Production. Good morning, happy Saturday, happy streaming day. Welcome to the Saturday live stream on YouTube at the new time. It's 8 a.m. and I've been streaming for the last 6 minutes, and good old YouTube has added a brand new button into their console that rather than me being able to start the stream from OBS, which I normally just hit start and then I hit the YouTube output, I actually have to go into the thing and hit start stream. So I have been streaming on Twitch for the last 6 minutes. For all of y'all on YouTube right now going, where the heck is Josh Hawkins? Maybe he slept in. You wouldn't be entirely wrong. I did wake up at like 7 o'clock this morning going, oh crap, I got to get out of bed and start this stream. But here we are. And so now I'm completely lost because I've been already playing the game for like the last 6-7 minutes here, and I'll have to go over my introduction again. Happy Saturday to all y'all over on the other side of the pond. I am certainly questioning my life choices to stream this early, but you know what? I got my coffee. I'm good to go. Half the house is asleep. It's going to be a relatively quiet stream. I will say, if you're watching over on YouTube and you would also like to get some kind of little, what is it? It's a Banu lockbox replica or something like that. You can watch on Twitch, and all you got to do is sub on Twitch, apparently. The Twitch has got some drops going on, so there's like a little in-game thing that you can get right now. Not necessary. You can chill out on YouTube if you want to, but if you load up the Twitch stream and put it on mute, I think you'll also get yourself a little thing there if you sub. So, here we are, now properly streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Space Clips, I said good morning to you, I even chatted with you, but you didn't even realize that I was chatting with you because I hadn't hit that start button. What are we doing today? We are continuing the learning of mining, prospecting, and selling ore in the verse, and we are going to do that by first grabbing a little bit more ore to actually do the haul. I do have a fair bit that's already refined, but I want to do one more load, and as I had already stated for the live viewers on Twitch who of course got their stream right away, I don't have to waste as much time actually getting the ship set up today, because I've already got all of the stuff. I've got a nice little handy-dandy guide for myself on which rocks to find and where to find them and what to break and all of that. And all we're going to do is just head out, load up these pods with some ore, slap it into the refinery, and then we're going to go sell it. What could go wrong, right? You know, honestly, it's the selling part that makes me more nervous than anything. You've done your part, Garesu? Sorry. Garasu. Garasu. Oh. Commander Connor just subbed. Hey, thanks, Connor. Appreciate that. You're going to get yourself one of those Banu lockbox replicas. Thanks to good old Twitch or RSI or whoever it is that actually gives those things out. Drops enabled. I will say, it's interesting to see how Twitch kind of automates all this stuff for you. YouTube makes me press an extra button that they don't even tell me about. I had no idea I had to press the go live button because they just decided, I guess, to change the interface. So here I was streaming to all you folks over on Twitch and nobody on YouTube, unfortunately. All right, Argopods away. Play a little bit of curling here. Let's see. How close can I get to that one? Oh, nope, nope, nope. Let's go. Hoodie, hoodie! Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, I hit the ship. F12 to disable... F12 to disable chat. I thought I already did. Are you seeing Star Citizen chat in-game? You shouldn't be. Alright, there we go. The pods are on. Oh, no, that one's not on. It's upside down. Get on there. Get in your home. Did I say it right that time, by the way? Garasu. Wilkies. Oh, Tantalus. There you go. Yeah, thanks, Tantalus. Yes, you have done your part. Appreciate that, brother. All right, let's get going. Minus the 6 minutes of oh no, we can't get going. Hold on, these got to go into the. These got to go. You know what's interesting, and maybe interesting is the wrong word. I'm saying interesting because it's 8 in the morning and my brain's not fully working. Not at all interesting, fully expected, but these pods, the ones that I took off of my rented Prospector from the other day, I had to remember, of course, and I did not want to forget this, to go and swap all the modules before my rental had to be returned to the U-Haul company. And when I did that, I went to my warehouse looking for those container pods, and they were just gone. So I returned the rental without the pods. They haven't got back to me saying, hey, sir, you owe us 4 storage pods. But apparently, these, what are they called? Misc ore pods were just not in there. Oh, and I also have to grab, can't forget this, if we're going to grab some Bexelite, I need to get my little gadgets. I picked up 2 because I saw how finicky they were the last time in terms of finding them once you blast that rock. So we'll grab both of these. I got a couple of burritos, I got a little bit of water, and I'll bring a little bit of cruise lux with me, you never know. Mining's a hungry and thirsty job. Behavior will need to give Josh an escort. Last night Josh came on, now he's on to over-the-top Japanese accents. Well, I mean, that's how you said I had to say it, right? Garesu. Oh, I think the co-pilot's banging at my door. Garesu. Space Clips, please tell me that we are properly streaming on YouTube now and that you can see the stream. It looks like we are. We should be. Okay. I think it... Hang on just one sec. Okay. Had to send the co-pilot away for a little bit because he wants to come in. All right, I think we're looking good. Space Clips has given me the thumbs up that YouTube is doing its thing. So, all ship ports unlocked. I don't know if there's a lock button, but I'm just going to do Alt-K. Hangar request complete. Turn the ship power on. Thrusters on. Systems online. We're good to go. All right, folks, let's go grab ourselves some Bexelite. I'll show you what I'm looking at over here, by the way. Let's switch this to screen capture, and I will bring over this little chart. So this little chart over here is showing me the signature numbers. I didn't quite get what this one is. It's like there's 2 versions of it. I should zoom in a little bit here. I don't know how small that is, but anyhow, Bexelite right over here has signature. Well, it's 3600 is the base number, so any multiple of 3600, I guess, is what we're looking for Bexelite. So 3600, 72, 10,800, 14.4, 18,000, so on and so forth. It doesn't tell you what the quality or the mass of the asteroids are, but this is what I've been using. I don't know if Bexelite is still the best choice to be mining, but that was the one that I was aiming for. It is right now kind of on the cusp of difficulty for me. Without that little, whatever it's called, gadget, it's really hard to crack that rock open. So I will try to get some of that. Otherwise, and at the same time, when I do get that, I'm also getting the borays and sometimes gold as well. So that's all good. Did I pay for the carrier yet? No, I did not pay for the carrier yet. I did tell, you're talking about my Elite Dangerous carrier, I'm assuming. I told Alex that I will gladly give him the funds should he require them as of today or last week. What's going on here? Although, we are experiencing shipnical difficulties. We're going to try this again. Research what head and modules are best, like a helix head with 3 focus 4 stability. Yeah, I have not actually researched that. I do have a helix mining head. And there go the doors. I do have a helix mining head on, and I did put on... well, I guess we won't be able to see it here. No, we can't see it here, but I put on 2 of the modules. One increases the laser power and lowers the optimal charge rate, and the other one is the filter. I know that one. Okay, let's try this again. The ship did not want to take off. Turn the engines back on. Yeah, look at this. I'm throttling upwards, but the ship is not actually taking off. I am not sure why that is. Cave War VTOL. Oh. Is that what I did? No. Is it the K button? Maybe I turned that off when I unlocked the modules? Yeah, no, I tried that. Julio. Change to flight mode. Well, I shouldn't need more power just to take off. Hang on one second here. It's... The VTOL is on. So... And thrusters are on. Yeah, it could be desync. That's what I was thinking as well. I've seen this happen before, but I'm not sure why. And the funny thing is, my gear does not have... Okay, now my gear button is lit up. Okay. I think this is just Star Citizen being Star Citizen. It could be lag. I made a choice. Maybe this is the game saying, hey Josh, you didn't insure the ship, so go put the damn ship away and get your insurance before you fly. You stupid idiot. I think that's what it's actually doing. This is the game reminding me to insure my ship. So we are going to do this. We are going to insure the ship first. And we are going to store it and retrieve it. And I put myself onto the US server thinking, who the hell is going to be playing at 8 o'clock in the morning? But it is a Saturday. So you never know. Could be plenty of people playing right now, and it could just be the servers lagging out. Space Clips, I am fully familiar with turning the power on and then pressing I for the thrusters. I don't believe that's what it was. All the crazy ones are playing this time. Yeah. I think you are absolutely right. It is all the crazy ones, which definitely includes a particular Commander, Josh Hawkins. All right. Let's try again. Uh-oh. And look at that. Yeah, no, I think it's the game. Because the retrieve button is now grayed out on my ship. Okay. You know what? We're not going to mess around with this. We're just going to do this. Hey. It's an alpha. Can I even say that? Can I use that excuse? I don't want to, but I mean, I guess that's the excuse that everyone uses, right? So, maybe I should switch to a different server. No, I think US is still the best one for this time of the day. It's only 1% queue, so let me just quickly turn off Discord. You never know. Maybe it's Discord's fault. Happens to you? Yeah, let it catch up, then try. We got a simpler solution than waiting for it to catch up. It's called log out, log back in. Try turning it off and on again. You do say it's an alpha, just none of you believe it's an excuse. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I will tell you one thing. Unlike the YouTubers who have been streaming Star Citizen for the last 12 years and who will make every damn excuse in the book to justify why the game is completely broken, I am not compromised in that way. And I have no commitment to Star Citizen, and no commitment to RSI or CIG or whoever it is. I have no commitment to Chris Roberts to say, oh, it's such an amazing game. That's not why I'm playing it right now. I'm playing it because I'm enjoying it. I'm not here to defend Star Citizen, and I will always give you my honest opinion of what the hell is going on. And if, you know, like the space jail thing, I don't care how long the game's been out. I don't care how many people say it's the best game in the whole world. I don't care that it's an alpha. It's simply, to me, unexcusable that they have that type of punishment system in the game. Captain MD13, hi there. Good to see you. First time chat. Welcome to the stream, brother. Okay. Yeah, look at that. See, it had to have been desync because the damn thing's still sitting on the pad even though I stored it, which makes me wonder if the insurance actually applied. And that's something that I wish would actually stay, like, checked off here. You know, I know that I insured it before, and it puts a little green check mark, but when you come back here, you have no way of knowing if it's actually insured. So I'm going to have to insure it again and hope now that it is insured. Note for Josh, don't kill everyone and you won't have a crime stat 4. Oh, is that how it works? Is that how it works? Just don't go killing everyone. Okay, yeah, I hear you. I'm not forgetting that, okay? It was a lesson learned, and I still blame the game, not me, for the fact that every single one of those NPCs, I was told to kill them. Alright, let's try this again. Hangar request complete. Tell me I can take off. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Like a charm. Alright, we're good to go, folks. Do it again, relearn the lesson once per month? Yeah. I am not sick and sadistic like that. I'm not a masochist, okay? I mean, hey, it taught me how mining worked in the game. I will say, it was my first experience with rock mining. Oh, Minaretta, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. There are Twitch drops right now, by the way. So if you're on Twitch, apparently you can get yourself a little. Oh, I don't even remember what it is. Some little replica statue of something or other if you sub on Twitch. So for anyone who's watching on Twitch, and if you hit that sub button, you will get yourself something, a little in-game trinket that you will be able to use one day when they add some kind of base building or housing system into the game. Okay, let me pull up my handy-dandy spreadsheet here. Let's see what we've got going on. Welcome to the stream, by the way, for those of you who are just joining in right now. Happy Saturday. This is an unusual time for me to be streaming. I definitely am questioning whether 8 a.m. is a good choice or not, but I did promise that I would do a stream for the folks in the UK that is at a reasonable hour, because when I streamed on Thursday last week, that was definitely not reasonable. Space Clips reminded me it was like 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. or something like that. So Bexalite is multiples of 3600. That's what we're looking for. Multiples of 3600. What have we got here? That is not a multiple of 3600. That one is not a... Oh, Captain MD13, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, brother. 25. No, it's. I gotta get this. Got it. Nope, nope. Stay. Bad. Let's squish this down so I can actually see my list. Okay. We're looking for 3,672, 10,800, 14,400, 18,021, 600. All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go. What do we got? Nothing there. I like when they don't show the scan signature. Oh, there's some titanium right there. Okay, 8,000. No, that was not what we're looking for. We're looking for 10,000. Let's keep scanning here. 7,200. Yep. Where's that? Where is that? Is that this one? There we go. That's got to be it right there. We're in... Oh, shouldn't have pressed it. I think we're good. That's what we're looking for right there. Yeah! Okay, that wasn't too bad. The interaction prompt in front of you is below the door, by the way, not near the door. Okay, thanks, Hero Brian. You know, I seen it kind of like pop up on both sides of the chair, but it feels like for some reason the door behind me has to close, or the ladder door has to close before it actually pops up. So that's why I kind of like just stand there like an idiot for a couple seconds, and then I hear the door close, and then the prompt pops up. So that's what I've been doing. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place, and it's actually there without having to wait for the door to close. I will check that the next time I get in and out of the ship. That's a thing. Okay, hang on one second here. I gotta just shrink this down just a tad. There we go. If you like mining, you can use Urkel Ship Build to plan a build. Also, they have a section people recommend builds so you don't have to do it yourself. Yeah, I think I have the hang of the scan angles. I mean, I was doing this for scraping. All right, let's speed up this process. I can get there a little bit quicker. I was doing the scanning for scraping. I found the scanning was actually quite intuitive, and I really do like that, kind of like narrowing down the beam. It actually feels like active scanning, and it feels more engaging than, you know, just like hitting a button. I was really happy when Elite Dangerous added in like the zooming in on the planets, because that also felt like active scanning with like the tuning of the frequencies and everything for the different planets that were there. Why is this ship just going so damn slow? I'm in nav mode. My throttle limiter's not on. I thought it would speed up when I went into nav mode, but it's just not changing speed at all. Is my gear... No. No power to my quantum drive. No, my quantum... Oh! Okay, you know what it is? It's server desync. It's gotta be some kind of desync. I mean, it's gonna be the same reason that the ship wasn't loading down. Okay, let's hope that this doesn't become an issue. The last thing I need is to accidentally fly into something because of some desync stuff here. Anyhow, let's get the mining laser out, and let's see what we could do here. Oh, I got an easy one. I don't trust this. The first time that you point at it, for some reason, it gives you false stats. So you gotta, like, hover away. Oh, no, it is still easy. Okay. I'll take easy. Easy works. Lots of... Well, I mean, it's low quality, but I don't really care right now. I'm just loading up on goop. Give me the goop. Let's do it. Let's start zapping. I gotta see how this Vox module actually affects it. Oh, maybe it's the Vox module that's making it easy, because it does have increased power to the laser, so that could be why. This otherwise would have been, like, impossible. Okay, but I have to be real careful, because it's a very small optimal window, and it's going to charge a little slower now. But I got the mining down. I like the minigame. Come on, bit more juice. I had a weird interaction with an asteroid the other day, and it wasn't a mineable asteroid. I had just finished loading up my ship on a mining haul, and I was flying back to the station. I don't know if anyone's had this happen before. So I was flying back to the station, and I saw one of these big ones, and I was like, well, I wonder what they do. I wonder if there's like any ores in them. So there was one that was kind of like on the way, and I flew up to it nice and slow, and I pointed at it with my laser, and I was like wondering if it would show me scan composition, and oh look, there's actually ore in these, and maybe I can, well, I didn't think I could fracture it, the thing was massive. But as I got close to it, even though my ship was stopped a fair distance away, I started hearing the charging up sound, like when the rock is charging up. My laser was not on, I was not firing anything, but I was hearing that like charging up sound, and then all of a sudden my ship just exploded. And I lost the whole haul. So that was unfortunate. Yeah, no, I know the quantum drive doesn't normally spool until I exit scan mode. Oh, no. No. I've exited scan mode. I've been in scan mode with the quantum drive on before. It doesn't let you spool and jump, but it does still let you travel at a quick pace. I've done that plenty of times. All right, we're gonna just scoop this up, even though it's kind of crappy materials. Yeah, it was a wonky one. I was none too thrilled with the results of that, by the way. But we'll chalk it up to an alpha, right? It's an alpha. I even flew back as my corpse was floating in space, and I thought, well, maybe, who knows, maybe my stuff will still be there. Like, somehow the ores and the cargo crates spilled out into space, but no, that didn't happen. You know what? I'm literally just getting like inert materials from this. This is a terrible, terrible rock to have cracked open. Reminds me of when I was at uni. I had a side job, CNC lathe operating. Just randomly, the magnets went and the whole machine collapsed. Stuff happens like that even in real life. I guess so. Yeah. That sounds terrible. It sounds expensive too. I mean, at least here it's literally just like pixels, right? Okay, this one's better. Just pixels. I don't care so much about the pixels. My time, yeah, okay, wasted time, but it's a game. I'm technically wasting time all the time because I'm just collecting digital pixels. So none of this is real. Whether you gain it, whether you lose it, doesn't matter a whole lot. This one still has a lot of inert materials. I'm really hoping that my filter module is filtering out those inert materials as good as it can. Let's check out some of these other rocks. Maybe I can get something better here. Let's see what the composition of these ones are, because that one was kind of crappy. These are tiny mass. That's why they're easy. What about this one? 8,000? Still lots of inert materials. What about this one here? I wish there was like some kind of audio cue that it's scanning. I just have to like stare at the thing for a while. I mean, should I be grabbing these anyhow? It's just for selling, so, I mean, I feel like the inert material filter is not working very good. 2.53 SEU of inert materials already. Well, let's crack this one open. Maybe I could get a half-decent... Oh, maybe I can get a half-decent rock out of this one. Not pick up so much inert material. Laser on. Alright, let's go. I gotta give it full juice. Full juice. Nope. Too much juice. Too much juice. Okay, that looks good. About 50% power is good for this one. Tragic Blue, my friend. Good morning. And 07 to you too as well, Commander. No, a little bit more juice. A little bit more juice. Come on, get in there. Yeah, so with this Vox on there, it definitely makes it a lot trickier. It's okay, we got it. Okay, now, could we get a half-decent chunk of rock here that is not going to fill up our hole with inert materials? That one is 47% inert. I thought the whole point of the filter was to get rid of those inert materials. Okay, this one's not too bad. Let's grab this one. Most important thing about high instability mining is to mine within control. It's not a race to the green zone, and finding the power sweet spot is great for keeping her stable. Yeah, I've kind of got that. Like with some of these ones here, I'm slowly ramping it up to try and find the sweet spot. I will say, I mean, it's still tricky. I read some, someone was talking about Quantanium and how sometimes to crack those Quantanium rocks, it's like a 20-minute mini game, and the instability of it is crazy, and you really got to be paying attention for, I don't know, 20 minutes. Is that realistic? Does it actually take like 20 minutes to crack like a giant Quantanium rock? That would be crazy. I guess that's kind of cool, especially if you're making a ton of money off of it. Although that does seem long to play that mini game with the laser. Maybe it's an immersion thing. Who knows? I haven't got to that point where I'm actually spending that much time mining one rock, so maybe it's fun. Oh, Jesus. I was not paying attention. I was not paying attention. Is it going to kill me? Okay. No, we're good. I wasn't paying attention. See? This is why 8 a.m. gaming is not the greatest idea. I took damage. I've got a torque imbalance. That's how I feel right now in real life. I'm torquely imbalanced. Okay. Let's... Oh my god. Yeah, see? You see what I mean? Like, I'm at 0 power right now. So I just have to, like, pulse the laser here a little bit. Even at 0 power, it is just, like, overcharging this rock like crazy. Okay, we're good. Nothing saying you have to be at optimal range. Yeah. No, I don't want to insta blow up like what happened with that ridiculous asteroid. I was thinking either the asteroid had some kind of crazy magnetic field on it, like... Oh my god, wow. I gotta, like, lower my throttle. I thought maybe the asteroid had like some kind of crazy magnetic field. Maybe it was like a neutron asteroid or something. Because it seemed to have just like imploded my ship the second I got near it. Either that or it was... I mean, I thought desync, but I wasn't moving. And I could hear the charge up noise happening, so it was just really weird. Warning. Major torque imbalance. I don't get why I keep getting this major torque imbalance. People are telling me that it was my, one of my engines or something that's making that happen. But, I mean, like, how did I take engine damage? When it charges, run away. Pop it like it's rock. Okay, so again, 0 power, and we are charging up here. My laser is at 0, even though it says 20. I know. Okay, come on. Let's go. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, it's okay. We'll just pulse it and we're good to go. There's not a lot of Bexelite in this, though. kind of all poor quality, but hey, some rock is better than no rock, I suppose. Hopefully we'll get a good chunk out of this. Let's see what we got. 71% inert. Just back up about 35 to 40 meters. Artificially reduced laser power. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I have to remember that because folks were telling me in stream the other day that that's kind of what I needed to do as well. And, you know. Uh-oh. The game is lagging. Yep. Okay. It is stopped lagging. Folks were telling me that in game the other day, and I just hadn't tried it. And, well, partially because my brain didn't remember that they had said that, but I will, I'll give that a go. Maybe that's the trick, is just getting to the right thing. I keep thinking I have to be in the optimal range, but like you said, nobody says you have to be in optimal range. For some reason, I thought optimal just meant you get the best yield, but maybe that's not what it is. Is optimal not about the best yield? It's just about the optimal power from the beam itself? It is. Okay. Advise folks to get a voice in their head for the first few runs. Did that with my first night in 2022, and it was wonderful. Who says I don't have voices in my head? Nobody said I don't have voices in my head already. They're just not telling me to do mining in Star Citizen. It's a very different kind of thing. Okay, let's try this. Let's back up a little bit. Let's see. Okay, yeah, look at that. I see. I see. So I can just slowly increase my, or decrease my range, and that's the same as charging up the laser, and I'm at 0 right now, so thank you. Good advice. It's still got to be a little bit careful here and figure out how this works. So let's see, can I charge it down? Well, now of course we're gonna lose it. Great. We'll just do it this way. I mean, I don't mind pulsing the laser on and off. I find that works pretty good too. But 30%? Just under 30%. 28%. 27%. Okay, we're good. Alright, we got more chunks. Pulsing is good when you're dealing with really small rocks, but we don't need to go into that today. No, I am not going to deal with really small rocks. I mean, I think it would be kind of cool if you could break these down a little bit more in some cases, just to try and remove some of the inert rocks here. You know, MD, Captain MD, would you say that it's worth me scooping these ones up with the amount of inert materials that are in here? Because, like, there is a lot of inert, and I feel like I'm just filling up my cargo with crap. But there is Bexolite, too, and I haven't done this long enough to know, like, whether or not it just makes sense to fill up the hull and get in and start refining and then get back out and scoop up more, or if I should be, like, taking my time to be more picky and choosy about which rocks I get. Depends on if you plan on filling up within the next 10 minutes. If no, then you might as well get everything you can. Well, what I'm asking is, what's optimal? I mean, if I wanted to maximize my, you know, credits per hour, what do the top folks in that category do? Do they just grab everything, run back, refine it, dump the inert materials, and then just get back out to mine more? Or does it increase your credits per hour if you're a little bit more selective about what you choose and just take more time to fill up your cargo? Because I haven't even sold this stuff yet, so that I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm thinking like I'm trying to think like a prospector. Like I don't want to load my bag up with all this inert material. I got to haul this stuff back and start refining it. But realistically, it might make more sense. First thing, there are some gadgets that can help make the brakes a little cleaner. I do have, yeah. I mean, I have. What the heck is it called? Oh, I can't see it while I'm in the captain's seat. But I do have one that helps with braking them. But I mean, like, look at this. There's all these rocks here. I could just collect them right now. It's just I'd be filling up with all this inert material. And, I mean, 15%, 15%. You know what? We're going to do it. Screw it. We're just gonna grab it all right now. We'll grab it all so that we can refine it and have a nice big haul at the end. Screw the inert material. Right? How much are we going to get? I have a filter module that's supposed to filter some of it. But I mean, look at that. 4 SCU of inert materials already. You prefer to get orders into the oven sooner than later? They can all be combined into one cargo ship when they're done? Yeah. When it comes to crafting, those small amounts of high quality stuff make all the difference. So, yeah, I have not checked that out. I think maybe that'll be my next stream. Will be like checking out some crafting. That said, if I sell all of this for cash money, so I can take this stuff to the bank, I don't know if I will have anything left for crafting. So I guess sell anything that is not super high quality is kind of the idea. And then keep the high quality stuff. Can I grab these ones? Yeah. Depends on the recipes. Well, I don't have any recipes right now. I don't even know how to get the recipes. That's something that I should probably work on, is at least get a couple of blueprints. But I mean, like, the 597 Vexillite right now, I'm just not getting any of it. I'd love to be able to go into the hopper and just separate out the inert materials right now and be done with it, but it doesn't look like that's really an option. Recipes are awarded through certain contracts. Oh, maybe that's an idea. Maybe I should be like checking what contracts there are. Ship mining. You know what? This is a problem though, because I want to do this to be able to unlock more contracts for ship mining, but anyone who plays this game knows that this has about a 9 in 10 chance of just not being possible to deliver, right? Well, I mean, I know I could buy this stuff. It doesn't say this has to be refined. It just says aluminum, titanium, or iron, copper, whatever. I don't think it says anything. Oh, they must be refined. Okay, so it does have to be refined. Okay, so yeah, I can buy it, but I'm going to go down there and the freight elevator is not going to work. You know, 9 times out of 10, they simply are just not going to work. So, I tried this one already, I think twice, and both times it just would not accept the titanium that I gave to it. So I need to unlock more of those, and for the time being, it's just not happening. It's a waste, and it's unfortunate, but that's just kind of like current state of the game in terms of, you know, bugginess and functionality. There's 7,200. That's another Vexillite. Let's see if I will be able to get there in nav mode. Okay, so this is with my shield up. We're in SCM. I'll turn off the navigation, or the thing, and we'll go into nav mode and let's see what happens. Okay, you were right. That's weird, because I honestly thought that in the past I have not actually turned off the scanning. But that worked. So I can get there quicker. That's nice. Now we just have to slow down. Alright. That's easier. Don't have to waste 10 minutes flying out to the damn rock. And hopefully we'll get something good here. Oh, they don't have to be refined? The mission text is a lie. All right, well, I like to hear that. Okay. Now let's get up here and see what we got. All right, that's what I wanted to see. A big rock, lots of mass, lower amounts of inert materials, because now I can use my little, I don't remember what it's called, my gadget, but we'll play that silly game. What do we got here? A couple of extractable ones already. Anything good? Mostly inert. Okay, no point grabbing that one. What do we got here? Mostly inert. It does have some high quality Bexylite on it though. Let's grab that. Hate to break it to you, pardon the pun, but you ain't punching through that 22k mass one. Even with my little gadgety thing? So, can you tell me, you're positive. So, on Thursday, when I did my last stream, I broke through 2 rocks that said impossible on them without even using the gadgets. I don't know how, but I did. It just worked. It said impossible. I went up, I started doing it, and the thing started charging up. Maybe it was a glitch in the game. It's an alpha, right? So, who knows? This one here says easy. We can do this. But I mean, what I want to understand is, how do you know, upon looking at it, whether or not you will be able to break through? I mean, there's mass, there's resistance, there's instability. I thought resistance is kind of what gauged whether you can or cannot get through it. Look at the raw numbers. So you're talking about, like, just the mass itself, right? A little bit more juice. There we go. Right there. So we got the sweet spot of 75%. Perfect. So just look at the mass, practice. So the easier way to learn your limits is the following numbers. Be ready, because I'm about to nerd on you. Please, please, nerd out all the way. Full nerd, please. I love it. Go on. Teach me, master. I am ready for your knowledge. Keep stuff over 800 to 900 quality and sell the rest when one day you want it. Okay. Thank you, Garasu. I will keep over 800 to 900 quality. Oh, there we go. No inert materials. This is what I was looking for. Laser power times 5. The amount of mass that the laser can start charging. Resistance is the thing that's going to kill your run. So, like, the resistance sometimes shows up in a green number. How do I know? And looking at... Okay, so I have my Helix mining laser. I'm just peeking down here for a second. My extract power is right here. So the head gives me 108. I have a plus 20 on the module, and then I'm is that... No. It's 108 plus 20. That's what I've got. Inert materials minus 23. This is in... No, this is all extraction power. So I guess my other module is giving me a minus 10. So I'm at a net positive 118 laser power, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So then I take my 118 times 5. Equals the amount of mass that the laser can start charging. Resistance is the thing that's going to kill. Okay, so then resistance comes into play there. Resistance is a green number when in fracture mode because the Helix has a natural property inducing a 30% drain. Okay, but what about the little gadget thing that I'm carrying around? How does that... That increases my laser power, right? Or does it lower the resistance? depends on the gadget. I have the gadget that starts with the letter S. I don't remember which one it is. It has the letter S on it. That's all I know. Yes, the Sabir. Thank you. That's the one. That's the one I was told to purchase. I'm not using it right now, obviously, because I was able to crack these rocks. But yes, it is the Sabir. Teach me. With the Sabir, how does that affect all of this? Oh, God, I don't want that one. Okay, that rock sucks. Was this the big one? Yeah, so 22,000, 53 resistance. I mean, it's got... Okay, so let's do your math here. You said... where is it? Laser power times 5 equals the amount of mass that the laser can start charging. Laser power times 5. So my laser power is only 118. I mean, times 5, that wouldn't necessarily make sense because I am breaking rocks that are like 8,000 mass. And, you know, 118 times 5 is only in like the 600 range. Extraction power isn't the same as fracture power. The values in UUI are in percentage. Okay, so just kind of help me understand that then, because like if I'm doing your math, then technically I should only be able to break or fracture rocks that are, you know, 500 mass. But we're clearly getting ones that are bigger than that. Like this one here, I feel pretty confident that you're right. I could come in here as much as I want and try to charge it, but it's not going to do anything. Let's see. Just for fun. Juice! Yeah, no, that's not doing anything at all. The actual power in your laser can be found in the Vehicle Loadouts tab in Mobiglass or from the laser description in the store itself. Oh! So this down here... fracture power. Wait a second. Hold on a sec. Oh, that's extraction power. Oh, so that's extraction rate. I thought that increased my fracture. Oh, okay, no. Right. The fracture power is 100% in normal, meaning nothing's buffing or hurting it. So none of my modules increased the fracture power. That's interesting. I could have sworn that the modules I put on there were actually helping my laser power. I mean, they said laser power on the modules, right? I know I can't open it up now. I don't think I can, at least, because I'm in the ship and it's not docked. Yeah, so I can't see this. But I don't know how to see it well. If there's a way to see it while I'm in here, that would be really wonderful. But, I mean, I see the filter module says extraction rate, inert material filtering, and then extraction rate and optimal charge rate. But I could have sworn one of these said laser power on it. Yeah, I know I can use that thing. Okay. Hey, Danny. Good to see you, Danny. Here's my lesson between extraction and fracture power then. Okay, you tell me while I go and scan for the next Bexelite location here. And we will figure out together with your big brain knowledge how this actually works. Bexelite, no. 7200, that's Bexelite right there. That is the Bexelite. Should be. Doesn't want to scan, but I know it is. There we go. Yep, okay. Nope. I wish that the scan would just stay up there. Alright, 11,000. Yeah, we're good. Not gonna blast past it this time. Okay, we'll start slowing down here. Oh, there it is. All right, more Bexelite. $23,000 mass. Here, maybe we could do this one? 10,000 mass. It says impossible, but it doesn't have very good concentrations on it. But so, okay, so this one here, could I break this one with the Sabir? It's not that much more mass. Oh no, yeah, it says I could do it. It says medium. Perfect. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's do this one then. We're gonna have to give it juice. More juice. Less juice. Okay, let's see what we got here. 80%. We are going up slowly. 80%. No, 81%. There we go. Got it. It's a slow creep upwards, but 81, maybe 82%. Now, if I just inch forward just a tiny little bit, based on what you guys were telling me before, that should actually increase the amount of juice going to the rock, right? Yes, it does. I just don't want to increase it too much. So back up. Yeah, and it's coming down. Okay, that's great. That's super to know that. That's very, very helpful. When you say mine within control, I could even be talking about 2 to 5% differences. You seem to have the hang of that already. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see if we can... No, we're not extracting any of those right now. So which one do we actually want to break up here? This one looks good. Captain, can you explain this to me? Because I haven't fully understood this. When the optimal is in the orange, what does this orange area actually represent? Because I do seem to be taking damage. I believe that's why these are changing color. Am I taking damage because my laser beam is charging the rock while I'm in this orange area? Like, is that like a feedback from the heat of the beam that's causing that? That's the shattered damage danger zone. Okay, so if I'm within that zone when the rock breaks, then I take damage automatically, is what you're saying. Some small amount. That's the idea. At least that's what I'm gathering. Even clean breaks can scratch the ship. It depends on the material. Bexelite has a decent range on that. Okay. Gotcha. This is a very small optimal window here, so I have to be a bit more careful with this one. Come on. Get in your home. There we go. It's good practice to bring a salvage attachment for multi-tool to make on-the-spot repairs. Yeah, you know, someone was saying that I need the little repair tool. I don't think I have that on me at the moment. I will keep that in consideration. So when I make my next trip back into... Oh, look at that. 100% Bexelite. That's what I wanted. Give me the Bexelite. So when I make my next trip back to station, I will grab the repair thing. More Bexelite, please. Nice. 100% again. We gonna get 3 on 3? Is it lucky? Nope. But that's a decent amount of gold and Bexelite there, so I'll absorb the inert materials for that one. That's the wrong rock. Okay, we're coming back over to here. Grease is saying, sorry, Garasu is saying he's been finding it useful just repairing up the shop on the go. Yeah, no, I could see that making a lot more sense, to be fair. I'd rather just be able to fly out here and repair it myself. Yeah, sure, chuck a friend request my way. Is my in-game name the same as Twitch? Yes, it is. Commander Josh Hawkins. I don't think there's any underscores or anything. Let me see. Oh, no, there is. My in-game name is Commander_Josh_Hawkins. I think that's what you're looking for down there in the bottom left, right? Yeah. So you can go ahead and shoot me a friend request. Yeah, I will definitely accept that. Thank you. Thank you, good sir. I will take a quick moment while I break this rock to say if you are watching on Twitch right now, there are some Twitch drops apparently that are live and active. If you sub to the channel, you get a replica of something from In-Star Citizen. I don't remember what it is. It kind of popped up at the beginning of my stream. But there is something for folks who sub via Twitch. To be honest, I don't even know what the hell that means to sub on Twitch, because I'm a YouTube streamer, primarily. Twitch is very much new to me. I've just been dual streaming because I felt like maybe I could break into a new audience group here. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, I know that YouTube chat's kind of quiet this morning. It's not my usual streaming time, as you're all aware, but it's great to see you all this morning. This is going to be the new Saturday stream time from 8 a.m. till 11 a.m. on Saturdays for those of you over in the UK. And I'm doing the North American stream time for my North American friends on Thursdays from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m., which does not work out for the UK folks. We had a great stream on Thursday, by the way. Tons of folks over there, and it was fun to hang out. So hopefully this is a good time for all of y'all. I know it's a bit of an adjustment. Normally we're doing the 3 p.m. till 6, 7 p.m., but it's great to see you there. And let me know how your experience with the game is going, or what you've been up to. That is just way too much inert materials. Saturday morning cartoons or Josh Hawkins playing Star Citizen? That's the question. Well, I mean, that is a tough call, Danny. That is a tough call. I hear you. I hear you, brother. I'm not sure if I mean, like, this was my idea, was to do Saturday morning. If the audience isn't here for a Saturday morning, I could always look at a different time, but I just don't know what time's going to make sense. I want to accommodate, half my audience is UK based. And obviously half of you are not on here right now. I mean, there's only, 9 folks watching on YouTube. We had like 70 watching Thursday night. And the usual Saturday stream definitely has a lot more than this. But I do want to accommodate the folks over in the UK because, because I know the change of the normal Saturday stream time is new. And I don't want to just suddenly say, hey, folks, sorry, I can't stream for you guys at all. But as I mentioned, the wife does want me to have some summertime with her, and our summers here in Montreal are fleeting. They are fleeting. I think we have about 2 weeks of summer left, and then it is on to fall and lots of raking leaves. And then the cooler weather kicks in right around the time that the kids go back to school. So my son's starting grade 1 here in a few weeks. Sorry, just repositioning the mic. It's possible. I'm not going to make any promises right now, but it is possible that during the winter months that we may go back to Saturday afternoons, because it's a bit of a different story. We are not as active. We're not losing good swimming time on a Saturday afternoon in the middle of the winter. The sun's already pretty much gone to bed, which is ridiculous. It's like pitch black by 4 p.m. So that may be the way it works. We might have kind of like summer schedule and fall and winter schedules that will slightly change the Saturday live streaming time. But for now, this is the time. And if we don't have the audience, then maybe we'll rethink this. But if you're North American based and you're watching the show right now and you're enjoying it, you can always come join me on Thursdays. Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is the stream. And there's the other rock right up there. It's behind me. And that stream was a lot of fun, and I want to continue to do that one. So, we are pretty much done with these rocks, I think. A lot of this is just mostly inert materials, yeah, like 5% of that. That's just not enough in here. I'll grab this one. 3 p.m. there, Nuke? Yeah, no, I know it's 3 p.m. for you. I woke up extra early, and I consider this a pre-coffee stream, because normally I have 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and this morning I've just got the 1, so I guess I'll grab this one too. Yes, you see I've already slapped on the big war pods too. Yes, Captain, someone has been teaching me well. I have great audience for that type of thing. They are quite helpful. And I really appreciate all of the tips that they've been giving me in terms of what to and what not to do. I have figured out a lot of this on my own. Part of the reason why I've been streaming this is because I want to be able to, kind of learn the ropes as a new player would. And, I'm streaming this to kind of go through what would a new player experience in terms of glitches or bugs or problems or issues, and how to work around them. So a lot of this I'm trying to do on my lonesome. Oh, here we go. There's more Bexelite right there. And figure out how to actually do it. Hang on one sec. Was it this one? Yes, it is. Okay. We'll fly right over there. Figure out how to do it, what are the workarounds, so that anyone watching this stream later on can kind of go, oh, okay, I see how that was done. But some of it just needs a little bit of a helping hand, like switching the pods. I would not have known about that. I would have been scooting around with the basic pods and just, an unoptimized loadout. And like the gadgets and stuff, I had no idea. I just slapped a gadget onto the rock thinking that was it, and then someone's like, no, you gotta move the sliders. So, Slain Pack, what made me come to the dark side? Slain Pack, I never saw Star Citizen as the dark side. I love all space games equally. I just played Elite Dangerous for a lot longer because it was, working and functional, and it didn't frustrate me. But I've been following the development of Star Citizen since day one, and I've always found it to be very, very interesting what they're doing. I've said right from the get-go that I want nothing more than Star Citizen to be as successful as it can possibly be. And I wholeheartedly believe that. And I've been watching the way that they've been updating the game. I've been checking out the roadmap and the developments that are in progress right now. And I will say that there's a lot of stuff that I'm excited about, genuinely excited about, to see what it looks like. And this is bad. Let's slow down, slow down, slow down. Let's get to hauling that ore that's already refined, shall we? That does happen once in a while. So, yep. Not the first time. You know, they say space is big, right? And you'd think that these asteroids are not as big as that, and that you could just kind of fly right through them and miss them by a couple of kilometers. But once in a while, I had the whole sky. Yeah, I wasn't even recording that. That was going to go on to my "This is what happens when you're not paying attention" stream. Cheers, folks. That's what insurance is for, right? I might want to go to my corpse to recover and gather some possible bags. What bags would I be recovering? I thought that my corpse is literally just going to have, like, my cruise drink and, some bags may have survived. I will go there. My ore pods? I am gonna say not a chance, but I will cross my fingers and hope that you are right.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Hey, look at that. Let's claim the insurance. Good thing I remembered to claim to insure it, right? Now, do I have to insure it again? Oh, hell yeah, I'm just going to insure it again because I'm not going to take a chance.
Vehicle selected.
Oh, but if the ore... Why did I decide to stream so early? Okay, if the ore pods survived, I'm gonna need to bring a ship that I could pick them up with, right? So should I just grab my Drake Vulture that actually has some space? You're gonna arrive with your mole? Oh, thank you, Captain. Appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna bring the Prospector back out then in that case. I don't think it's survived. I mean, I don't have hope for it having survived. Let's just say that. My hope level is low. Or another pro, just remove your empty pods. Remove my empty pods? What do you mean remove my empty? I don't quite get that. Remove my empty pods when? Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Didn't I retrieve my ship? Could have sworn I retrieved my ship already. Now, there we go. Unlock ports and remove. But when you say unlock ports and remove, oh, you mean like maybe there's a chunk of the ship that's still there with the ports on it? With the pods on it? Because, I mean, I know how to unlock the pods. That's what I was doing to put the new pods on. So, Captain, Did that work? I thought I accepted your party invite. You can go ahead and try that already. The pods will have been bricked already. They probably won't work attached. Okay. Oh, you are. How do I know that you're in my party? I mean... Hold on a sec. Shouldn't I see you somewhere? Yeah, there you are. Okay. I do see you. F11? Global party... Yeah. How come I mean, I just... Where? Oh, there we go. Captain empty. Okay. Got it. Got it. Cool. Thank you. Well... You can still refine bricked pods. They will attach. Oh! Oh, okay, I see. That's what you're saying. So you're saying I should remove these so that if I fly back, I can attach these pods to this ship and haul them back. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Thank you, Slane. Yeah, no, that makes more sense now. So remove these so that I have space. I'm gonna let... You know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm not gonna go and do that now. We're gonna put this ship away. Let's store that. And since Captain's there, bringing his ship, I'm just gonna fly out there. Uh-oh. Am I getting this weird thing again? Normally I can hit the retrieve button even if something's on the pad, because then it just puts it away. Let's see what happens here. Okay, no, there we go. I'll just bring my my little Avenger Titan out there just to see. This is just for science to see if the ship even survived. And then Captain can retrieve the pods. That would be awesome. If they're still there. And then I'll just come back and I'll grab my Drake Vulture for now and take the refined materials that I have and go sell them. I wanted to see how much I got from that last haul that I did. That survived, of course. So I'm just going to fly out there and see if anything survived from that. Very low chance of collision. Apparently I was aimed right at the damn asteroid. The chances, though. The chances of that. I mean, one of those tiny little asteroids, too. Like, look at that. Yeah, see, I need one of those ships. Alright, Captain. Where's my corpse? It is 38 kilometers that away. Watch me fly into the same damn asteroid. You know, I get it. There are things that you should not do in space, like fly ultra fast through an asteroid belt. That said, I've done combat in thicker asteroid belts than this, and never had any issues with crashing into stuff. And yet, even in this somewhat sparse location, I seem to have no issue getting myself killed. Funny how that goes. God, voice attack on Astra? Yeah. Voice attack is amazing. Hey, there's the ore that I wanted to get. That I somehow flew myself straight into. I don't see any ship parts here. I mean, considering the fact that I was literally flying straight past this, I wonder if, like, the chunks of the ship just kept flying in a, like, in a straight direction, too. Can I scan for it? Would I be able to find the debris? Maybe that's what I should do. Let's see. I don't know how far it would have traveled, but I would imagine that the scan signature would probably show up. Let's see what we got here. I'm not getting any scan signature numbers, of course. Go figure. Sadly, no. Okay. So it's just a visual thing, like just take a look around and see if you can spot your cold chunks of spaceship kind of floating around. Or would they be right here near my corpse? I was going a bit fast, yeah. No, I was. I was probably going about 900 meters a second there. So it's scattered? I mean, would it be scattered? Shouldn't the debris pieces still show up as scannable, like maybe as debris or wreckage? Because like debris and wreckage does actually have a radio signature. No? Not at all? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Hey, Captain. This ship you're flying, I'm trying to remember. I believe you said it was a mole. The mole is a mining ship, or is that a salvaging ship? Oh, they're game-placed ones. Okay, we wish, yeah. I mean, that kind of plays into, like, the whole brick system that's in play right now. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because, like, if you're a pirate... And I'm not saying that I want to be a pirate, but maybe there's a possibility that at some point I may want to try that in the future. If I was a pirate and I attack another player and I, you know, manage to kill them, I would still want to be able to salvage their ship and take the components off of it, because that's like the whole fun of pirating, right? And the way that it works right now is the ship becomes brick the second that they claim it, which they're going to do as soon as they get back into station, which means that you can't be salvaging other people's ships. So, like, why would they do that when that's kind of one of the things that you should be able to do in the game? Soft kill. The moth is the salvaging sister to the mole. So you're in the mole. Do you mind if I jump aboard real quick and just kind of see what mining looks like on that ship? Not at all? Okay, cool. Well, here, why don't you fly back to this spot over here, since we've already got some ore identified. I'd love to get a little bit of a ship tour of that ship, because I feel like that's one of the ones that I'd like to eventually upgrade to. It's got a decent amount of cargo space on it. I'll let you get situated there, and then... come on out. Let's see. Pilot canopy. I thought there was a way to get out of the ship through the canopy. I seem to remember there being one, but... nope. Okay. I don't remember how to get out the canopy on this ship. I'm gonna have to come out the rear. Make sure I have my helmet on. Yep. Let's see what it looks like. Connor, not going to be much to assist with. There's nothing of my ship left to recover, unfortunately. I'm going to do a little bit of ship tour here on the mole. Hello, Captain. Nice to meet you, sir. Oh. I missed the elevator, apparently. Let's try that again. There we go. Hello, good sir. That is some very nice armor. Does not look as industrial, though. Okay, so I'm guessing this is cargo space here. This looks like a cargo elevator. Oh, it's a crafted set. Oh, okay. Well, I like the helmet. The helmet's awesome. The chest piece kind of looks like Master Chief from Halo. The mole is life. Apparently it is. 4x4x2 grid for 32. Oh, 32. Okay, so this is actually... Oh, yeah. Okay, I could see it now. You know, sometimes like the grid spaces, they're deceptively sized. Like, that, I thought that for some reason, like that was like a 1 SCU, but that's actually a 4 SCU right there. So 1... Is it really? That's 4? Okay, well, I'll believe you on that one. All right, why don't you show me around? I can exit the two siding, the side mining extensions. Yeah, the grid means the mole can safely house a mining mech and cargo boxes. She can mine everything. Oh man, that's cool. Cargo elevator wasn't a thing until recently after the Moth released. They were like, yeah, we just got to add a cargo elevator in here as well. Well, the cargo elevators are pretty handy. Where's the rest of the storage on this ship, though? Is it on the exterior? Either side will find seats for mining turrets. Okay, let's see. So this would be a mining turret here. Oh. Okay, that was weird. I thought the door was going up, but it's actually... This is extending out. Let's see. What side are we on here? Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so I guess this is like the Moth as well has like the same kind of idea for salvaging. So, but this is... Oh, does it not go up? Oh, it does. That's as high as it goes. Okay, so this is a full-on mining laser then, with attachments and everything. Interesting. Oh, this is so cool. So you get full-on mining ops. Both are Hofstede mining lasers meant for making bigger green zones, great for training newer players. And I can exit from the front to attach gadgets or switch out modules. Yeah, no. I see what you're saying. Like, you can't really raise it up. It's more of a position the ship above the rocks and then kind of aim down. 3 full lasers, left, right, and mid. So I guess the pilot gets one, and then you have 2 turret operators for a full-on mining operation. Now, this is super cool. I mean, maybe less... Maybe it makes... I don't know if it makes sense to play this as a single player. I'm not going in here. No, I will not step into the shower. I stepped into that in my Intrepid and literally locked myself into a glass case. Like, literally, it was just like that, a glass jail. Okay, so where did you go? So there's another mining turret over here. Yep. So second mining turret there, and then you went up the ladder. Okay, let's see. Up the ladder here. Pilot has nothing? Ah, hold on. Ladder glitched. Ladder glitched. Get off the ladder. Oh, why? Okay, I don't know why it keeps doing this. I get to the top, and I step forward. Ah, oh, there we go. Okay, good. Okay, you've got a little mess hall. Coffee machine, I'm assuming. Water dispenser. Does it have carbonated water? Because otherwise I'm not buying the ship. No carbonated water. Crew quarters. Nice. More death pods here. Don't walk into those, by the way. Very, very bad idea. This is not a door, is it? Oh, it is. It's another kind of... Oh, okay. At least this one has a button on the inside. See, that's what mine was missing. Missing a button on the inside. Okay, nice. So room for 4. Everyone can log out. Nice and safe. Alright, let's go. Gun racks, weapon storage, some industrial machine equipment here. We'll go down the ladder. Oh, this leads... Oh, so the center turret is a third person. It's not the pilot. That's interesting. So this is, in fact, a 4-man or 4-person crewed ship then. This one also... Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. So even the center one does not have an up component or up feature to it. So you have to aim down. Yeah, I see. So you definitely need to be above the asteroids for this to mine properly. Thank you, sir. That's better. A little disorienting when the ship is... So, okay, well, here's an interesting question. What happens if you have incompetent mining turret controllers who blow the rocks up instead of properly mining them? I was told that when you blow the rock up by overcharging, it's an insta-death. I'm going to hope and assume that that does not happen on this, but you have 3 times the possibility for that to take place. You sack them and attach their heads to your hull to warn other people not to be a pleb. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That's exactly what I would do. If only. That's why we solo. Well, I can't blame you on that one. That's exactly why I would solo too. It's not instant, but it's very costly. It's not instant death unless you have a gadget attached to your backpack and it explodes. Okay. Well, I'm going to save you the trouble of having to find out whether or not I can operate a laser turret. I mean, I know you've seen me do it, but I will pretend. Pew, pew, bzz, bzz. All right, there we go. It's very cool that there are 3 turrets in here. I don't know if any of my Muppet friends would be trustable enough to bring aboard my own moth. I will, or mole rather, I will gladly pilot a turret on someone else's ship. Can be installed by storing the gadget in the backpack. Okay, gadgets can be repaired. Let's see, where's the captain's seat in this thing? Let's see what the cockpit looks like. Oh, okay, and you even have a co-pilot seat. Why would you have 2? So what does the co-pilot actually do on this ship? Just put surges on all the lasers. Not much. Just sit here and look pretty. Yeah, that's what we do. Co-pilot's here just for the looks, right? No, it's not bad, because if my son ever... I mean, he's 6. I don't think he's going to be flying any of the ships anytime soon. But I could set him up on my old PC, give him my broken X52 SciTech controller, and then just have him sit in the co-pilot seat, and he can, like, wiggle the controller around. It doesn't do anything. Right? Enjoy the view. Yeah. He could feel like he's doing something cool. Definitely not going to put him on the lasers, let me tell you. Okay, cool. So technically, you can put 5 people on the ship, 1 just for looks. Have to make a real pretty character. I like it. Again, though, I mean, what's the... I guess... Oh, yeah, you're real pretty. Look at them lips. You got a little Botox in there, buddy. Pucker up. There is a lot to know about breaking rocks. Yeah, no kidding. Let's see what the engineering terminal looks like on this thing. So you got the 2 turrets. Oh, God. You got the 2 turrets. You've got some manned turret, thermal core. That's your mining lasers. Jump module, surveyor. That's the other mining laser. Okay, you got a Helix 2. So the Helix 2, those are size 2 mining lasers, is that right? I'm guessing that means, yeah, you would need that to break into the bigger rocks, right? So size 2 mining lasers, and 3 of them. Is that right? Yeah. Hofstede size 2 mining laser, Hofstede size 2, and then a Helix 2. Okay, so that's cool. There's a lot to know about breaking rocks, more so than anything else in Star Citizen. Look, I think that's fantastic because, you know, if you're going to build an economy in a game around resources, you really ought to make the resource gathering fun. And let me make sure my helmet's on. Yeah, we're good. You got to make it fun. You got to make it engaging. I'm going to pop the elevator down here, Captain. Head back to my little Aegis and then go sell some ore. You got to make it fun. You got to make it engaging. You got to make people want to come back and do it again, right? And most games do a pretty good job at making mining fun. I mean, I've seen a few where it's not particularly fun, but I have always enjoyed space mining in almost every space game that I've played. Some started off with a little bit of, you know, maybe a little bit less engagement and kind of like worked into it in the end, but it is good to see that Star Citizen is at least doing that the right way from the get-go. I find salvaging fun too. I mean, that's what I started off doing, was the scraping. Thank you for the tour, Captain. Appreciate that. That is a very cool ship and something that I will work my way towards in the near future, so long as I don't fly into asteroids and blow myself up and waste all my cargo like that. It's one of the most important roles in Star Citizen at the moment. Well, you know, something that's going to make it even more important is if there's a way to build a player-run economy around it. So, like, I understand that crafting is a thing in the game, right? But are people right now crafting just for themselves? Or is there a way to sell that on a market? The second they have a player-run market where you can, you know, market both the materials that you're gathering as a miner or the items that you're crafting, that's when I think this game will, well, not this game, but this aspect of the game will really take off. Prices can be agreed between players. Yeah, see, the only thing that I wouldn't necessarily feel comfortable with is trusting the way that the trade system works right now. I know you can't necessarily do a direct trade. You if I'm not mistaken, you got to like bring it into someone else's cargo bay and then they have to load it into the elevator. But if something happens, server crash, client crash, while you're doing all of that stuff literally just gets lost. Like, for me, the most terrifying thing about doing mining is having a full hull of resources that I've gathered and knowing, like, I got to get back to station before something happens, before I get DC'd, before I lose my connection, before the server goes down, so that I don't lose all this stuff, right? No mechanics to actually secure the trades against scams. Yeah, so like there's not like an actual trade mechanic either. You can't say like, okay, I'll trade you this cargo, here's the money, and now we hit agree and the swap happens. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That can happen in real life too, right? That part doesn't bother me so much. I think that you know, third-party sites, although I don't always think that that's the best solution to it, third-party sites can, in some ways, solve for that by you know, offering like a rating system or something of that nature. You know, and having, like, I've used Discord for trades in some games that I've played, and the people that get reported just get banned from the Discord, so they can't do that. If you have a Discord server and you have people that you know are reputable, they'll have they'll have access to it. So there are ways to kind of circumvent the whole scamming thing, but it's not going to prevent it from happening entirely. Every game's going to have players that want to scam. Yeah, well, that's it. Organically meet up, hand over the money and the goods. Like that, that is the way, right? That would be the only way right now. But what I'm saying is, what they need to do is, you know, like when you go to the trade division in the city centers and you have the commodity trading thing, they need to have a tab in there for player commodity trading. So all these folks doing resource collecting and crafting can add their own resources into the marketplace, and then people can purchase them through there. So it's like held in escrow by the trade division, for example. You pay a small fee, it goes into the trade, and then other players looking for that can come in and purchase it off of the market, and then let the player economy just kind of balance itself out through, through demand. I think that's really what needs to take place, and then you don't have to worry about, people scamming other people, because they'll just buy it off of a terminal like this. Speaking of terminals, I have some resources here. Let's put the elevator down. Let's go sell some stuff. Regarding my material, they do go away every time there's a major patch. The role's a long-term persistent at least. Okay, gems stay though. Next patch is due next week or two, we think. So here's what I've got, folks. I have some Bexelite, Azlerite. I'm not going to say this is the greatest haul here, because I did already do one test run and I believe sold some of the Bexelite that I had. But I have some stuff in here, and I need to go sell this. This is the remnants of a couple of hauls that I did in the last stream. I want to see how much I can actually make from this, and I really wish there was a way to combine some of these less than 1 SCU crates, because I don't want to put this one, like it literally has 0.01 SCUs in there. I'm not going to bring that. Oh, you offload the cargo directly to station storage. I see. The Vulture ain't going to do it. The Vulture's not gonna... Well, I mean, I have to see how many of these I'm actually gonna bring out. Oh, yeah, no. How much could I put in the Vulture? I could do 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I could put about 20 crates in the Vulture. I know I could put these 4 SCUs in there. So that's 8. But then I gotta see what else is actually... Well, okay. So the Vulture's not gonna do it. Yeah, if I want to bring all of that, I wanted to get a Hull A. Where could I rent a Hull A, and how much would that cost me? That's what I want to do. You know what I'll do is, if the Hull A does not cost an arm and a leg, which clearly I don't have that much money. I mean, I've got 945,000 credits. Then I will go rent a Hull A and then bring it back here, load it up, because I kind of want to see what the little haulers are like. I don't mind wasting my money on that type of stuff. Let me see here. Purchasing ships. I have the purchasing ship thing right here. Ships may be purchased. Okay, ship. Oh, Hull A can be rent. Thank you, Captain. Hull A can be rented at any time. Oh, at any of the major LEO stations. Tressler, Seraphim, Virginie. The one-day price is 35K. Perfect. Okay, well let's go get one. Let's see. Do I have my Aurora here? I do. Let's bring up the Aurora. And we'll fly that over there. Okay, so... Tressler Seraphim by Genie, etc. I don't know which one is the closest one. I'll take a look. But I think that's the way. Come back here and just load up all of that cargo onto the same ship and then just go haul it off and sell it. Crafted gear should live between patches. Listen, at this point, and the game is still so alpha, it really is. Like, you know, I wouldn't call this a beta. There's way too many bugs. There's way too many things that just like reset crap. One DC, you lose everything on your ship. It's just very unfortunate. Once they fix all of that stuff, then I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't worry too much about it. But when the game goes to beta, I would hope that they are not wiping things anymore. Maybe. When the game goes live, there should be 0 wipes. That's when player economy has to come in. And then maybe, like, who knows, they have some kind of mechanic to keep the economy fresh if it goes crazy and there's, like, duping bugs and stuff. Where, like, once a year the economy gets reset or something like that. But right now, I just don't really see the purpose of crafting unless you're just crafting for your own ships. And if I want to just mine... Like, I'd love to be able to mine the materials and then sell it to someone who wants to do the crafting. Because I'm sure there's people who want to do crafting and not do mining, right? Starsync, good to see you, brother. 07 to you. Oh, let me fly out of here, and then we'll take a look for one of the stations that you just mentioned. I'm not sure which one is the closest one to where I'm at right now. Let's see. So, you said Seraphim, that's 19, Tressler, so, yeah, so I think it's Seraphim Station is the one I want to go to. Yeah. That's at the L1, yeah. Okay, I'm at L1, that's at Crusader, that's where I want to go. Alright, let's go. We'll go get that. I know the distance numbers are a lie. It's weird. It says 19, but it's actually 1.9. I know. There's not necessarily any official mechanics for it right now. They ought to add some mechanics in. What's up, Starsync? Well, I mean, you kind of missed me blowing myself up with almost full load of Bexelite and other inert materials. Now I'm going to go rent a hauler, and I am going to go sell some of the refined ores from the other night stream, from my Thursday night stream. Going to see how much money I make off of that. It wasn't a particularly large haul, and I did already sell some stuff. I actually brought like 12 crates in my Vulture of some of the better Bexelite that I had. I think I made about 200 and something thousand off of that. Oh, that's obstructed. Hold on a second. Where is... Shouldn't it be giving me a waypoint to jump to here? Like, normally if it's on the surface of the planet, I could just, like, jump to it. So how come it's not letting me do that now? Okay, weird. And I don't have any other waypoints. I'm gonna cancel this. Let's try this again. Seraphim Station. Okay. Is that going to let me jump? There we go. That's better. That's why you're a salvager? No, Starsync, the same could have happened even with salvaging. If you saw what happened, I was just flying to the next location to do the salvaging, to do the mining, and I flew into the asteroid that I was going to mine. If it was salvaging, it would have just as easily been the panel that I would have flown into. It was just a little bit of bad luck and a lot of stupidity is basically what happened there. The bad luck was the fact that somehow I managed to thread that needle, like, right into the damn asteroid as I was flying over to the location. But it was glorious. It was a glorious explosion. Oh, it's no worries, Captain. No worries at all. It is what it is. I find that the routing in Star Citizen sometimes is a little bit strange. It wants you to jump to a planet just to jump all the way back. So I've started trying to take it upon myself to just manually do my routes, but sometimes it just doesn't let you fly to the place that you want to, so I have to like fly in the general direction and then stop my quantum drive and then kind of like replot again. It's weird, but it works. Yeah, no, the star map is a little bit crap. I can't disagree with you on that one. Happens to veterans too, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it does. Like I said, little bit of bad luck in there. Alright, let's get a hail on Seraphim Station. Let me take a quick second while I'm getting myself landed here to say thanks for joining in on the stream, everyone. If you are joining on YouTube or Twitch, great to see you. This is the new live streaming time for Saturdays. Normally it's 3 p.m., but with the summer here in Montreal being short, we have changed the streaming time to 8 a.m. Hopefully the schedule works for all of you folks over on the other side of the pond. That's really who the stream's intended for, anyone in North America who's watching this right now. I do have an evening stream that we did on Thursday. If you want to join in on the evening stream, it's a little bit busier, and that is happening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. So if you are North American or on the this continent and you would like to join the stream, you are welcome to join Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. And I stream until about 11. And then Saturdays, we're going to be doing this morning thing, at least until I get tired of my eyeballs bleeding first thing in the morning, because I was up bright and early. If this is your first time here and you're enjoying the stream, drop an 07 in chat. Would love to see who's in here right now. And of course, this is going to be happening every single weekend at this time. So if you enjoy the stream and you want to join in again, hit the sub, thumbs up, notification, all that, you know, normal YouTube self-promotion stuff that I just absolutely love to do. One thing you'll notice on my live streams is I don't put ads in here. I don't know how Twitch does it. I think Twitch just automatically does stuff like that. But on YouTube, at least, I don't monetize these live streams, so you're never going to see a commercial pop up. Because I would hate it if commercials popped up in the middle of my favorite show. So enjoy an ad-free live stream on YouTube, and you can come back here anytime you want. But I do these live streams because I love playing space games, and we have a great community that's built around this channel. So feel free to drop some messages in chat, and I will always read as best as I can when they pop up. Let me go ahead and store this. Oh, by the way, if you are watching on Twitch, there is currently a Twitch drop for people who sub. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means to sub on Twitch, but a message popped up when I started the Twitch stream said that there's a Twitch drop. You get some kind of in-game statue if you sub to the channel. It's some Star Citizen thing. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it's there. So if you sub to the channel, you get some kind of free in-game prize of a thingy. All right. Oh, hey, Captain. Looks like you dropped your water bottle there. Perhaps you can show me to the rental station. I'm not familiar with this station here. There are elevators over that way. If you watch a certain amount of time, you get a paint job for an Atlas Geo, and if you sub, you get a trinket to place in hangars. Oh, okay. So you can place stuff in hangars? I was wondering, like, I have all these little statues and things in my inventory, and I was wondering where I could actually put them. When I go to my hangar in any station, is that considered like my own hangar every time? If I put an object in there, it will be in that hangar regardless of the station that I go to? Or is it just in like one station that it's going to be there? Like, is the hangar personalized, I guess is the question I'm asking. Here's the rentals here. Okay. Thank you, Captain. Appreciate that. Oh, this station is a little laggy. Or not laggy, but low frames. Alright, let's see what we got. So we want... Oh, there's the Argo Mole. So 223k for the Mole. What else I got here? The Nomad. Oh, yeah. Your home hangar is the best option. Well, I don't know how to get to my home hangar. What is this? Argo MPUV tractor? Huh? The hell kind of ship is that? Light freight. That's pretty cheap. Okay, so I'm looking for the Hull A. Here it is, 34,000. Yeah, alright. So an actual transport ship. Let's rent that. Top Blazer, good to see you. Glad to see you made it to the stream, brother. Okay. I've got the Hull A. Get me out of this poor frame rate area. Oh my gosh. So... I think Josh is Orison, given where he respawned today. I don't know what that means. Garasu. This is really laggy in this station, though. Oh my god. I wonder why. Why are the frames so bad? Oh, okay, Orison, right. No. Now I get it. You're talking about where my home... Oh, okay, so the home hangar, meaning my original spawned home station. Okay, New Babbage is where I originally spawned when I created this character. So if I understand correctly, what y'all are saying is that my home station is my New Babbage station. My New Babbage hangar would be the home hangar then. My start location. So that hangar is persistent and I can decorate it. Well, that's good to know. Rip, you're never escaping New Babbage. Well, not until they put in like a system where you can purchase your own housing and stuff, right? I don't think I have any real reason to go back to New Babbage at this point. New Cabbage? Yeah, I don't really have any reason to go back there. Other than the fact that now I know I can put up my posters and put my plushies down. Go visit my little plushies and my posters. Yeah, my regen is L1, crew L1. Oh, wait a second. I thought this ship had, like, external cargo. Where is the external cargo on this thing? Oh, hold on a sec. Is this gonna, like, extend out? Like, is the butt just gonna shoot out of it, and then there's gonna be cargo space on the side here? Is that how that works? Because there ain't no cargo on the side here. This is what I was expecting was gonna be over here. Oh, you have to deploy. So, okay, it is. It's extend. Ah, oh, that's cool. Okay, I like that. Man, you gotta hand it to these guys for making the ships all interesting and like animated and stuff. I love that. I love the fact that all the ships have like these really interesting kind of like moving parts and gadgets and gizmos and unique sort of looks and feels. Let's see what we got. We got a bed, we got storage, got my water dispenser. What does this go back to? Oh, that's the bathroom. Okay. All right, we're good then. Oh. I like it. I like it. Nice cockpit in here. A little different than the other MISC ships. Enter the seat and hit left Alt K. Okay, well, let's do that outside. I don't want to extend this thing inside the interior here. Oh, I like this. This is a nice interior. This is a cool one. Yeah, I really like this. It feels like a really nice freight ship. Cool. Let's see, where's my engines on this thing? My engines are on already. Okay. Well, then we'll just back her up. Right, let's do this. Oh no, it's an up. Never mind. I thought I was gonna have to back up out of here. Heading up and out. Okay. Left Alt K. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Man, great job with the animations. Oh man, look at that. Okay, that's super cool. Nice view up here too. Now I feel like a space trucker. Sick. Okay, well, Alt. Okay, same button to put them back. That's great. Man, I wish Elite Dangerous had cool shit like this. Pardon my French. Next size up is a hull B. Will be available through in-game shops next patch. Okay, that's cool. Get in the wardrobe again? Why would I want to get in the wardrobe again? Well, it doesn't turn like a truck, at least not yet. I wonder if adding cargo to the outside is going to make this slower turning. All right, let's head back to Crew L1 and go pick up my cargo for sale. I was kind of expecting it to turn like a bus, but it's pretty snappy. I guess it's still considered a relatively small ship. These MISC ships are really nice, though. I like that there's like a variety of them, and they all come in just a slightly different flavor of the same design. It's a day one pickup for you. What, the hull B or the hull, or the hull A? Oh, you're gonna get the hull B day one. I'm gonna assume that it is significantly more cargo space than the hull A. You get to choose a different one on new patches. Okay. Cool. All right, let's go park. So when I have the hull extended on this, or the cargo extended on this, will I still be able to dock in... I mean, it didn't look that big. I'm assuming I could still dock in regular docking bays. Or do I have to start using the cargo bays to dock in a space station at that point? B has around 512. Okay, wow, that is a decent amount of cargo. I'm fine with the hangars. Even the B can still dock in the hangars. Okay, that's cool. Hull 8, this is 64 SCU on this thing? Jesus. Okay, well, I'm not going to have any problem bringing out all of the cargo then. I'm trying to remember the name of the game that I played on Xbox when it came out. Was it called like Star Trekker or something like that? That was actually a lot of fun. I didn't play it long, maybe about a week. But that was kind of a cool game. I think it was called Star Trekker. Anyone played that? I mean, it literally was like a truck with rocket engines on the back, and you flew it through space and hauled stuff from one place to the next. You played the demo, not a bad game? Yeah, no, there's not much plot to it, that's for sure. But it was fun. Everything in the game worked. It was very smooth. You had to like get out and repair the ship when you were taking damage from different debris and asteroids and stuff like that too, so it's kind of fun. Oh, crap. No, I need to extend. I need to stick the butt out on this thing. Alright, let's get back in here. Yeah, I guess... maybe I'll just go up a little bit more. Just to make sure I have enough space. Alright. Extend. Oh, it even does it while you're landed. Awesome. My ETA when the game will launch and no more wipes. My ETA? Daganeth, I have no idea. My expectations for Star Citizen is just a hope. I am not a fanboy. I'm not one of these, you know, streamers who's gonna sugarcoat the way this game plays or tell you all, oh, go buy it and put your money into it and spend hours and hours in this game. Not at all. I actually came into Star Citizen absolutely hating it. And it's just in the past few weeks that I've started seeing more of the silver lining in this game. When it releases, you know, I've joked with my wife, I said it'll release when I'm retired. And there's a distinct possibility that that may in fact be the case, just in time for my retirement in about 15 years from now. So yeah, I can't say when the game's going to be out. What I can tell you is that over the last few weeks that I've been playing it, I did go from hating the game and swearing up and down that I would never play this game ever again to actually saying I'm switching the main game that I'm playing on my channel to Star Citizen. So there's that. It's kind of like when you the more you learn about Star Citizen, and what I mean learn, I mean the more you learn what to not do in the game. So like what doesn't work? Once you start to understand that and understand the things that do work, how they work, and how to actually engage with those activities in a way that's not super frustrating, that's when Star Citizen starts to grow on you. And that's kind of what happened to me as well, is I committed to giving it another chance because I was watching the development and saw a bunch of things that I think are really cool, and I've always said I want Star Citizen to succeed. Like, I really want it to do well, because of what I believe to be some really interesting gameplay mechanics. And I saw that they had put out a new patch, and I said, okay, well, maybe I'll give it a try. And I came in, and I said, let's see what happens. And here I am. This is, it's been weeks now, and I've been enjoying the game. There's still a lot of frustrating moments, but I've learned to avoid the things that would make me otherwise say, no, I'm not going to play this game anymore. Hey, what happened to my ship? Captain. Put that back out. You're lucky you let me sit in your co-pilot seat, because you're touching my stuff. All good, brother. All good. You could turn the ship around, actually, once I've loaded it up here. We're going to take out the big one. Mini Hawkins will graduate university before Star Citizen goes full release. Yeah. There's a good chance that my mini co-pilot will become an actual co-pilot capable of playing this game. Yeah, that's kind of what I anticipate. I have no expectations of when the game will go live. I can say that regardless, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. I'm a terrible multitasker, by the way. Regardless of the fact that it is not yet a finished game, there are many aspects of the game that you can play and enjoy despite its bugginess and everything else. So, what I would say, however, is, and this is probably my biggest recommendation to anyone who even considers picking this game up right now, because I'm not recommending it. I'm not saying you should, but I'm also not saying you shouldn't. What I'm saying is, if you do, watch streams. The tips and tutorials and wish I knew videos that are 5 minutes long that I've watched on YouTube, they did nothing for helping me to understand what actually I should or shouldn't do. They're very, very shallow in terms of what you actually learn. Most of the stuff that I have figured out, I've done by playing the game, not by watching those quick tips and tutorial videos. So I think you have to watch a stream of new players kind of like learning the ropes and see kind of like how it works. Yeah, Captain, you mind turning the ship around? I think that side's got plenty of cargo on it already. Thank you, sir. I think you kind of have to watch someone go through it and see the frustrations that they face, because then you learn the systems in more detail, and it gives you time to absorb what you're actually seeing. There's a lot to learn in this game. What I would suggest as well for anyone who's coming into the game is try the different professions, right? Try combat. Speaking of my co-pilot, hang on one second here. Come on in here, bud. Oh, you found a charm.
And plus, it has diamonds.
It's got diamonds on it. Come here, hang on a sec, bud.
I found it in my closet.
Could you just scoot over here and give chat a nice big salute, please?
Oh, eat that ship.
Yeah, that ship is pretty big, eh? Would you give chat a nice big salute? Thank you, co-pilot. We were just talking about you. And
like magic, I came in because it was like I know that you were talking about
it's like you knew you were talking about us, about you. Like magic, that's right. All right. There's some, see? Mini Hawkins, that's you right there, buddy. There's 07's going up for you. There's some salutes going up for you,
Can I
chat.
go over there and show them the charm?
You want to show them the charm you found? Just put it right up to the camera there. Right here. Hold on. And look at that. Just like his dad, it's a star for space. Right, bud? Okay, they can't see it that close. All right, give a salute and then head out, and I'll be down with you in about a half an hour or so, okay?
We're going swimming.
Yeah, all right.
Betcha you're jealous.
Oh, I'm going to come swimming with you in about a half hour, 45 minutes. All the salutes going up. All right, buddy. Love you, pal. I'll see you later, okay?
Dude, all the people there really like me.
All the people love you, bud. Hey, close my door, please. Thanks, pal. Okay.
Keep this thing safe.
Okay, watch your head. Thank you. All right. See you later, pal. All right, we are loaded up. Speak of the co-pilot, right? And he shall appear. Thanks, Captain. Appreciate the help in getting this thing stocked. You know what? This is bothering me. It doesn't look balanced to me. There, that looks better. Nice. Nice. Look at this. But like I said, this is the part that makes me nervous, because if the game crashes now, all of this, it goes away. It's gone. And I don't like that. So, let's get in the airlock. That's how you learned, Captain? Yeah. Practice in Arena Commander. I did try a little bit of the Arena Commander, but honestly, I think it's just getting into the game and playing. But as I was saying, I think, if I recall correctly, pick a profession, right? Choose a profession. If you like resource gathering, get a scraper ship or get a salvage ship or get a mining ship and just go and start doing that. And start small and slowly build up your skill and knowledge of what does and does not work. Speaking of not working, are my engines off? They were off. Okay. All right. You gotta kind of like build up the knowledge, and that way it helps you to get a little less frustrated as well with the quirks of the game. Quirks is, I think, being rather nice. There's a lot of bugs in this game, but you got to learn what does and doesn't work. And I would probably recommend not doing contracts. I know that sounds counterintuitive because some of the contracts actually kind of guide you towards what you should and shouldn't do, but I find that a lot of the contracts actually are bugged and don't work. Like mining, for example, I couldn't do any of the mining contracts because they all required you using a freight elevator, which just doesn't work in the game right now. At least 99% of the time it doesn't work. So I wanted to go to Orison, is where I believe I sold all my stuff last time. So I'm going to set a course to Orison. If it crashes to desktop, it should get you right back to where you were. Wishful thinking. That has not happened to me once. Every time, and mind you, I mean, I will give credit to Star Citizen for this. I have never crashed to desktop. Not once has this game crashed to desktop. However, I have been pushed from playing the game, pushed instantly back to menu for no reason whatsoever, just mining or salvaging or whatever, and then poof, I'm back on the menu, and when I load back in, guess what? Not in space, not in my ship, sitting in a bed, in a station, and my ship is out of range. I spent a good 2 hours trying to figure out where my ship had gone to. Did plenty of Google searches. Yeah, bud?
You want to see one of the most confusing illusions in the world?
Hey. Yeah, that's a cool illusion, bud. Okay. Hey, buddy, I'm going to come see you after, okay?
Let's go.
So, out of range, I thought, well, maybe I could go scan for it. I tried to fly back to the exact coordinates that I was at because I kind of had an idea of where I was. And no, the ship was not there. Then I read that that's kind of like the database is trying to figure out where your ship is, and you got to give it some time and log out and log back in and blah, blah, blah. None of that worked. Eventually, my ship did show up. A day later, it showed up at a mining installation which I then tried to find, only to learn that you can't actually fly to those, and that they don't even have docks to store ships. And so it was just the game telling me that that was apparently the closest place to where my ship had logged out, but at the end of the day, I had to claim the ship back, and I lost the entire cargo that I had. Yeah, so if it crashes the desktop, it should get me right back to where I was, but if a disconnect is going to bring me right back to my bed, which, yeah. Disconnect is what happened. I don't have a problem with crashes, fortunately, which is surprising, you know. For all the bugs that this game has, I'll say at least it's fairly stable on the system that I've got. In that respect, ooh, okay, wow. Now the ship feels like a freighter. Like, I wish you could see what I'm doing here. I'm just pushing the stick for a second and then letting go, and the ship just keeps rotating. Okay, so now it's got some inertia. Oh, and I can see it is very slowly turning here. My leading pip there is way, way behind. Okay, I believe the space station is over that way. I thought that it had, like, a beacon of sorts. I remember there being, like, a flashing beacon light. Yeah, the white blinkies. Hold on a sec. I don't see the white blinkies. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm right above it. Okay. That's where I want to go. Right down below. Perfect. Let's request docking. Yeah, I could have sworn there was white blinkies. I just didn't see it because it was literally right underneath me. Hangar request complete. Where? Oh, right down there. Alright, let's go. Let's go dock and sell. Let's see what we get for this. Looks like a spider web. Yeah, well, a lot of this stuff looks kind of like spider web-ish. That's a good idea. Ping to help me see. It's okay. I mean, I could see everything here. I'm not having any issues with that. Oh, why does the headlights light up my console? Don't like that one bit. It's okay. This is all good. I could see fine. I don't know how it looks on the stream, but I see this just fine. This is a pretty cool city, too, these floating cities. I gotta tell you, the detail they put into every aspect of this game is just wild. Does the hull not have a lamp? Well, I tried to turn the headlights on. But the headlights seem to light up my dash, which is hurting my eyes. There we go. Okay, now I can actually see ahead. It's kind of funny, though, because of the, what do they call that? Ambient occlusion. When you have a bright light on the outside, you can't see what's on the inside. So, I think it's ambient occlusion. I'm just going to keep the lights off. I can see just fine now. Right Alt L. Landed. Alright, let's get out of here and see what we got. Orison is the prettiest? Now, I believe... Oh god, let me just make sure that I'm fully on the pad. Last thing I want to do is lower this thing down. Yeah, it should be fine. Lower this thing down and watch it just blow up on the pad. That would be hilarious. Hilarious in the most sad way possible, of course, but... So, We are going to do this. We are going to lower this down. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Yeah, it looks good. It's like a night vision mode. Oh, the light enhancing. Right, that's what you're talking about. You wouldn't advise storing the ship? Too late. Sorry, I didn't read that in time. Selling directly from ship has been unreliable. It worked pretty good for me the last time. Although, I will say that, you know, having to sell one SCU at a time for each different thing. Oh no. Oh, elevator's called. Okay, I was waiting for a little yellow line to show up, but apparently it's just a different graphic in this station for the elevators. Give it a minute. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Now, this station is rather large. You need to go to the transit platform, and I need to make my way over to the trade division to sell this stuff. Now, fortunately, I've done this a couple of times. So I remember you got to go this way, you got to go through those things. You know, I remember when I was watching the development of this game, I want to say these were like some kind of actual functional thing, and you stood in here and then it like scanned you and it gave you a readout or something. I could be mistaken, but I was pretty sure it was these. It looked really cool. I guess it just added too much time to people wanting to come into the station. Elevator pushed you out of bounds? Alright. Luckily that has not happened to me yet. We're going to the shuttle station. Alright. And then we're going to take the shuttle. I had a bad experience with the shuttle the other day, which I actually did capture on recording. I went to go stand on the shuttle. Hold on a sec. Which, I think... it's this one. Cloud View Center I need to go to. So I went and stood on this thing, and then it wouldn't let me in the shuttle. And then the gates closed behind me, and I got trapped standing on the outside of the platform. And then the next ship came along and just slightly nudged me off the platform, ever so gently, to fall to my doom. That was not the greatest experience. So we are going to take this shuttle over to the city center. No Space Clubs, you do not have to pick up my cargo. No parachutes yet, Tantalus. Mind you, I don't know what a parachute would do to help me. I had a similar experience where a parachute would have been handy, although it happened in space. I was up at one of those orbital mining platforms, one of the big ones that shoots the beam down, and there was, what do they call it? One of the giant capital ships, starts with a P, I think. Poseidon, maybe? And it was hovering right there, and all the doors were open. The Polaris, yes, thank you, Captain. It was hovering right there above the platform, and I was like, oh crap, I want to go check that out. So I flew my ship up with the door kind of facing one of the open doors, and I stepped out and thought that I would just float over. However, it turns out that those orbital stations are not exactly in full space 0G. It would appear that they are still within the gravitational influence of the planet and must be using some kind of thruster technology to hold themselves up, because the second I stepped out, I very slowly started dropping down until I missed the platform entirely below me, had nowhere to recover, and watched myself fall all the way down to the planet's surface. It was interesting. My wife was there watching as that happened. And the funny thing is, she's like, why don't you go land on the platform? I was like, I can't control. Apparently the thrusters on my spacesuit that work in space do not work when you're technically not in space. And then after I died and kind of laughed about it, she's like, why didn't you use your little tractor beamy thing? Like, can't you just tractor beam yourself on? And I was like, yeah, I think I could have. And of course, she thought about that and I didn't, which is why I married her. Okay, so here we are. This is the trade division. All of these fine brokers over here are just waiting for me to sell my goods. And now I'm going to use this terminal right over here for the commodity shop. Hope that my ship shows up. It did. And here's all the stuff. So let's take a note. I'm at 911,062. Yeah, I can pull yourself around in space, not in gravity. Oh, okay, so that wouldn't have worked either way. Okay.
Hey.
Yes, I got gravitied. Okay, before I start this process, is there a way to select all? Or do I have to do it one item at a time? Is there a way to select all? Well, I did learn from that mistake, Tantalus. I absolutely did learn from that mistake. I will not do that again. But it was kind of one of those, like, why is this happening? The ships are floating in space. The station's floating in space. Why can't I float? Why am I dropping? Unfortunately, I only realized it afterwards that we were within the gravitational influence. Select the box size in the center of each item. You'll at least be able to sell all the boxes at once. Oh, dude. Thank you. Okay, that's a huge difference right there. All right, so we're at 911,000. Yes, that's so much better. Oh, wait a second. That is not so much better. I still have to do the individual cargo containers. Oh, no, that's not. Okay, I thought it was loading them all into cargo slots. Wait, what am I doing wrong? It's not one at a time? Yeah, okay, that's true. Fair enough. Well, the titanium's actually selling pretty decent. More than I expected. I have some Bexolite in this load as well. So my first haul that I did, which was off stream, I want to say I made 250,000. We'll sell that gold. That is less than an SCU. So far, this is not bad. Well, that one's crap. 228 credits. Why am I even selling that? It's 10,000. 3,000. The total accounts for how full the box is. Okay. Alright, here's... Oh, I don't have a lot of Bexolite, but it does sell for a decent amount. I only have 2 cargo loads of Bexolite. Yeah, so I sold all my Bexolite before. Would have been nice had I not crashed my ship, because I had at least, what, 15 more SCU unrefined at that point. Okay. We'll have to do a little bit of math. 911. So about 300,000 UEC. 300,000 credits. Minus rental costs and all of that stuff. So in total, I made about 500,000 credits across the first sale haul and the second one. I don't think I was doing that at the optimal 305. Thank you. Yeah, that's a bit more accurate. I don't think I was doing this in any optimal way because obviously my first haul was kind of like learning, and I had to buy all the modules and all the parts and everything to make it work. But my second haul was faster. I can't I can't really even calculate out what the UEC per hour is going to be on this because I haven't really timed it. But like my gut feeling is telling me that scraping is faster. It's not as engaging. But it's definitely way more chill. You don't have to worry about anything exploding on you. And I think I am making more money off of scraping, to be honest. So like, just from a strictly, value, dollars per hour activity, I think scraping makes more money. And I'm not even talking about fracturing and grabbing the construction materials. I'm talking about just doing the hull scraping and selling the RMC. Because one haul on my Vulture would net me about 330,000, and that is 45 minutes, I would say. No, I have not encountered the real moneymakers of mining yet. Wait until I encounter Styleron. Well, I would assume, Captain, that I would actually need a ship capable of mining that stuff, and maybe I don't know if the Prospector is a ship capable of doing that or not. Spaceport? Yes, I believe this is my stop. Mining is more useful for crafting than for making money. Yeah, no, I could see that. I would agree that, from a crafting perspective, it makes sense. And like I said, if a player economy was in here where, I could just mine and sell this to crafters, like, that's what I would do. Wait a second, I did not come this way, did I? No, I did not come this way. I would just, go mine and then sell it to crafters and turn a profit like that. But, that's not in the game yet. It's this way? Hold on a second. Which way is it back to the spaceport? It's not up there. I have to look at the map. It's a little laggy here, too. Maybe it's this way. No, that's authorized personnel only. Where the hell is the spaceport? It's not the spaceport. I took the wrong tram? Oh, well. That's okay. That's okay. This is fine. This is fine. Well, you know what? I think this is a good place. And God, it is laggy here for some reason. A little worse than usual. I think this is a good place. Since I'm not going to be doing any more activities right now. This is meant to be a 3-hour stream. But it'll be a good place for me to wrap up this stream. We did a little bit of mining. We did a little bit of exploding ourselves. We've checked out what the cargo hauling looks like, so that's kind of cool. And I'm going to have to figure out how to optimize the mining. I'm going to continue at it. I'm going to give mining a bit more time to see what it can actually produce for me. I don't want to do crafting yet, but maybe with a little bit more mining, I'll be able to put some materials aside so I can test that out, because that's another system that I want to check out and see how it works. For now, can't say that I dislike mining. I'll say that it is a lot more engaging than the scraping. Not quite as mindless. Not that that's a bad thing. I do like the mindlessness of the material scraping. This lady's shuttle voice is tripping me out and giving me a headache. I'm gonna move away from her. So I think it deserves a little bit more attention. I'm gonna try to discover as many aspects of mining as I can and see what it really turns out to be at the end when you start getting into some more of the bigger stuff. I did talk to some folks who have bigger mining ships than me, where I'd like to kind of check out what some of that looks like. I'd like to see what some of the crude mining looks like with a multi-ship, like maybe Captain in the next stream. Maybe we'll get a couple folks together and try not to blow up your mole, and get some multi-crew mining going on. And we can go check out like what the deep space mining looks like. I know that there's an asteroid field around the star that you kind of have to drop in on that doesn't actually have waypoints to quantum travel to. So I'd like to see like what you can actually get out there. There's a lot more asteroids out there as well. I think for now, that's going to be it though. So for everyone joining in on YouTube and Twitch, thanks so much for your support as always. Thanks so much for your patronage to the stream. Appreciate the chat. Appreciate all the tips. Captain, thank you very much for all of your advice. Been very helpful, as well as all of the advice coming through from everyone else. 07's in chat, folks. I do a roll call. I don't think there's too many people chatting right now. More people just watching and enjoying the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And again, I'm not recommending Star Citizen, but if you enjoyed what you're seeing, it's fully reproducible if you do get into the game. I don't have any referral codes or anything like that to get you started with a discount or like some free ships or anything, unfortunately. Maybe at some point in the future we will do that, but you're always welcome to add me in the game. My in-game name is right there. It's Commander_Josh_Hawkins. You can also join back on this live stream. It'll be Saturdays from 8 a.m. till 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you want to watch me during the week, Thursdays from 8 p.m. till 11 p.m. Eastern Time as well. Thanks so much again, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next stream. This is Commander Josh Hawkins signing off.